What's good, y'all? Fusion here, back with another video. I am still a little bit sick, so my voice may still sound a little bit weird, but Gilbert Arenas, he's in the media currently. Got some interesting trouble going on with him. Oh shit, what just happened? Yeah, he's in trouble for a possible illegal gambling ring that he was said to be involved in. I watch Gil's Arena anytime that it comes on. Times where I'm like recording or getting gameplays done, I will put that on in the background. So seeing what he has done in the past with his gun situation, with his bitches situation, whatever. I thought he grew. I thought that this was no longer an issue. I thought we would be past all this. He has told many players who have been in trouble for the same thing, to be careful, to watch out for that, and he ended up doing it again himself. Let's go ahead and read through this article just real quick. I also do have a YouTube video and the District of California forum here, like the actual breakdown of everything. I'm gonna be on my D-Lo type shit. So former NBA player Gilbert Arenas and 5 other players, including a suspected high-level member of an Israel transnational organized crime group. I think that's the biggest thing here. Excuse me, guys. It's not just the fact that him and his homeboys were betting or gambling, whatever. It's the fact that we have a suspected high-level member of an Israel transnational organized crime group involved in what's going on. I don't know if you guys saw that Sydney Sweeney ad about them jeans. It was definitely a weird ad. How they're saying certain things, how certain things are being told, whatever. What the weird, the problem is timing. Currently, we know there is a weird, genetic conversation going on. There's racism, there's xenophobia, there's a lot of interesting things involving genes and race currently going on. So you gotta know when the right time to drop something about race and genes, and just that. If this ad came out 2 or 3 years ago, I don't think it would have been an issue. It still would have been weird, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on right now that will cause things like that to be read differently. That's like same thing here. That's what's happening. Yes, an illegal gambling ring will cause, some sort of magnifying glass to be put on you, but you include a possible Israel, a high level member from Israel, into that, it's just gonna blow up even more because of what's going on in the world right now. They were arrested Wednesday, so yesterday, on the 30th, on a federal indictment alleging they operated an illegal gambling business in Encino, California, according to the U.S. Department of Justice Attorney's Office. So Gil's, he's charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business, and 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. Also charged with 1 count of conspiracy and operating. I'm gonna butcher these names. Evgeny Gershman, Evgeny Gershman, Evgeny Torvisky, I think. Alan Austria, Yaron Cohen, Iver Krushan. Ivergen Krachin. I don't fucking know. According to the indictment that was unsealed on Wednesday, and the other defendants operating blah 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 blah. Operating and hosting. Okay, so it looks like it was operating a. So they rented out an Encino mansion he's owned for the purpose of hosting high stakes of illegal poker games. So he just has a home where they did all that gambling and all those poker games. Okay. West Hollywood staged the mansion to host games, found co-conspirators to host the games, and collect rent from the co-conspirators on Arena's behalf. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. And those names, very, very interesting names that we have here. Gershman, Torvisky, and Austria and Cohen managed some illegal pot limit Omaha poker games, among other illegal games at the Encino mansion. Collected a rake, a fee for the house to charge for each pot, and invited players to compete. Okay, hired young women who, in exchange for tips, served drinks, provided massagers, and offered companionship to the. The women were charged a tax, a percentage of their earnings for working the games. Chiefs, valets, and armed security guards also were hired to staff these. Did I say chiefs? I'm gonna say chefs. Yeah, guys, I'm sick, so I can't read. Are also charged with 3 additional counts: conspiracy to commit marriage fraud, and making a false statement on an immigration document. If convicted, the defendants face statutory maximum sentences of 5 years in federal prison for each count. Yeah, bro. Let's go ahead and look at this breakdown real quick. It seems like it's more information. That's honestly pretty crazy. Charged 1 count of conspiracy. Yeah. He's scheduling to make his initial appearance and be arraigned this afternoon. A couple more people charged. Karuchan worked as a chip runner, in which he tracked players' wins and losses, distribute poker chips to players, and pay employees. It seemed like they were trying to make some money. It seemed like they were trying to make a new casino style thing, but going about it through the back end. And because of who's involved, an Israel crime figure, possibly, this can be seen as something probably even deeper. People are going to do more research, see what else is going on. This is not good for Gilbert. It's not. It's really not. He could get 5 years. I think he's gonna get 3. Let's look at the video just real quick.
Former NBA star Gilbert Arenas has been arrested and is now facing federal charges for allegedly running an illegal gambling ring out of his San Fernando Valley home.
Arenas, along with several others, were arrested today. One of them, a suspected high-level member of an Israeli organized crime group. Arenas has already made his first court appearance, facing a judge this afternoon in downtown L.A. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade live in Encino with more. Mary Beth.
Yeah, and Mike and Sherry, as the hours wear on, I'm getting to read these court documents a little bit further. And so it appears that the illegal gaming up here at this Encino Mansion began back in September 2021 and then came to a screeching halt the night of July 19th, 2022. That's when the feds raided this Encino Mansion. And at the time, there were 26 high-stakes poker players inside, as well as a lot of staff that were made up of young women, chefs, valets, and security guards.
So, again, just like pretty much what I just read, I wonder if he's going to say anything.
You're asking me, I'm telling you.
Former NBA All-Star turned podcaster Gilbert Arenas was allegedly running illegal high-stakes poker games out of his Encino Mansion. Arenas, who the feds dubbed Agent Zero, and 7 others, including a suspected Israeli.
So here's the rest of the people here. Agent Zero, Gira, Eugene. Yeah. Huh. What is Gilbert doing, bro?
International crime boss and a West Hollywood lawyer have been charged in a federal indictment. The former Washington Wizards player is accused of renting out his Encino Mansion on Gable Drive for the illegal games, which were allegedly hosted by his co-conspirators. According to court documents, Arenas texted one of his co-conspirators this picture of a poker table in connection to the games, which allegedly took place from September 2021 to July 2022. A neighbor recalls seeing unusual activity and scantily clad women during that time frame.
Well, just mostly people coming out at all hours of the night.
All right. So it not a good look. Gil's in trouble. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that will be happening. I can see that there could be some people linked to this. This could be a bigger case than what it looks like. Connie is using this time to get on TV. I'm wondering what will happen later in this case and see what else is going on. That's all I got. I don't know, man. Greed is a hell of a thing. He had a very successful podcast. Very successful sponsors. I guess he just was a little greedy. I guess that's what happened. But that's all I got for you guys. I don't really care what she has to say, to be honest. What's he saying?
Business and 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business. Arenas was also charged with 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators.
All right, so I guess we don't get a chance to hear him speak or anything. I don't know if I can. I'll try to find a video. Maybe I'll see if I could connect. Link it in the description down below. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.